Basically, you'll know when you got it lined up because that basket will just pop right into place. It won't move. You check your gear, it's not turning. This one down here is not turning. You can tell it's trying to turn the whole basket, so you know everything's meshed up nice and neat. Okay. Then according to the fish, you put your O-ring on. It slides back against there. Then your thrust washer. Then your clutch driver, which was very hard to get off. See if it's easy to get back on. There. Make sure that's seated. I'm even going to give it a little tap. Okay, then we put the tab washer and nut. Okay, so I wanted to check my manual for that clutch driver nut. This says 140 Newton meters. You clean the threads with, then add some Loctite. So we're gonna, I've already cleaned them as best as I could, and this little tool is so useful for so many things. This little pick, I just went in and got in the threads and got all the old Loctite out as best I could, and got it clean. And I'm gonna put a couple of drops of Loctite, and then I will be cracking that thing back on there. Oh, that was a little much there. All right. Now that washer has grooves in it for the splines on the shaft. Definitely want to make sure you get that lined up properly so that it's seated. And then you can add nut. Get it started. And it's 27 millimeter. I recommend using the 6-sided versus a 12-point. Oh yeah, gonna need this clutch basket holder. Special tools. That's on there. Now I'm going to get my torque wrench and dial it into 140 and see if I'm able to put any more bite on that. Well, my torque wrench doesn't go up to 140, and so that's not going to be very useful in this application. But so I'm just going to hammer it on there just a little bit more with the impact driver and trust that that's enough. It took over 135 psi to break it loose, so that's how much I'm going to use to put it back on. Alright, had to take a break to go find these channel locks, and what I'm doing is bending this tab washer up against the nut. And that will make sure that this nut can't back off. I believe that looks good to me. Got the clutch plates, and I have them all organized. And there's probably not a chance in heck that I can get them to slide on there, so just gonna kind of lay them upside down and try to keep them in order. You get the idea. It's going to take a while. Okay, they're on. You slide them all on there. Same order they came off. And this is the cover. There you go. Now I need the springs. I kept mine kind of preserved on a paper plate with a lot of oil, WD-40, whatever, to keep them from rusting. Just what I'm going to do is just going to kind of get these started. And according to the sheet, that's the pressure plate. That's 10 Newton meters, and I believe it says to use oil. I guess that's what that means. Mine are plenty lubed up from sitting on this paper plate, so we'll torque these down to 10 Newton meters, and I'll show you that. Putting my torque wrench on, this poor torque wrench, it doesn't go as low as 10 Newton meters. So I backed it off. The lowest setting looks like it's about 16, 17 Newton meters. So I backed it off of that. And I'm just going till it clicks on me. I'm going to just kind of feel how tight that is. Yeah. Basically, you looks like you're going to bottom these bolts down. But you know, you don't want to twist them. Yeah, they've just bottomed out basically.